Hey everybody, welcome back to Guys Night Lab. I am Jesus Velasquez, and my faithful sidekick Jordan is not here with us because I guess like many people, he's too busy to do podcasts for Thanksgiving. Just kidding. But I was thinking, I was like, Halloween is our bread and butter, but Thanksgiving is it's not a lost holiday, but it's kind of stuck in between Christmas and Halloween, and I was thinking about it. And Thanksgiving is the middle child of the big three holidays. I would say that Halloween is the baby, and Christmas is the favorite, and Thanksgiving is just somewhere lost in there. But here at Guys Night Lab, I want to give some love to Thanksgiving because it is actually one of my favorite holidays. But I think what happens is that it gets lost in the shuffle of you're getting over that Halloween hangover, and people are like, pre-gaming and amping up for Christmas. But I want to show some love for Thanksgiving. I mean, I haven't even made my calendar for Thanksgiving, and we have a week left. So I think the problem is that with Thanksgiving, you only have like I think 3 weeks before it's Thanksgiving. It's usually the last Thursday of the month. But people like it because sometimes you get that extra week for Christmas. And so you're kind of like putting decorations away from Halloween and kind of prepping for Christmas and all that stuff. But today at Guys Night Lab, I'm gonna show some love for Halloween. For Halloween, see, for Thanksgiving, and then I'm just gonna say some of my favorite things about Thanksgiving and why it should be loved a little more. Why we shouldn't kind of forget about it or just kind of like uh, push it out of the way to make room for Christmas or more Christmas. I love Christmas, and you want to squeeze that last drop of Christmas and get as much as you can. But let's not forget Thanksgiving. And so here's some of my favorite things about Thanksgiving. And you in the comment section, add some of your favorite things as well. So here we go. First thing, the things that I loved about Thanksgiving or still do is just tradition. So my family and I, we have this tradition right now. My family's kind of spread out a little bit across the nation, if you will, in Wyoming, and then my in-laws. Some of my in-laws are in like Texas and North Carolina or South Carolina, one of those Carolinas, and Texas, and it's just kind of hard to see everyone and get everyone together for Thanksgiving. So everyone's kind of doing their own thing. So the last few years, I think like 2 or 3 years, we've gone to my best friend's family's house for Thanksgiving. But my parents and my family, my wife and kids, what we do is we go to Shogun's. It's kind of like a Benihana's the weekend before Thanksgiving, and that's how we have our Thanksgiving. So that's been a fun tradition. But one of the things that I always loved as a kid was just going to like family. And I don't know if family's just gotten lost throughout the years, and maybe you know what I mean, but like the idea of like family in the sense of like big family. Like I remember when I was a kid, my mom and dad and my sister and brother and myself, we would go up to the Bay to San Jose. So we lived in San Diego. We'd go to San Jose and we'd have family there, and I'd be my grandma, my uncle, my aunts, my cousins, and it was always like just big family, and it was always fun. Like we'd stay either in a hotel or a family's house, or a family member's house, and it was just a good time had by all. And I just feel like somewhere along the lines, like we stopped doing that. Like I did it, like I remember that was like in the 80s, 90s, and then my parents did it at their house back in the early 2000s when I was like in high school and college. Um, and it was like yeah, I mean it kind of still kept alive. Like it was my grandma, my aunts, my cousin, or like, I guess my cousins, kind of actually not really. It was my aunt, my grandma, and my mom and dad, and then my sister and her kids, and then my brother and his wife and his 4 kids who were little kids, and then myself, who was single, and I guess I'd invite a couple friends over, but like, and then like miscellaneous like other family or cousins, but it wasn't like the core group, aunts, uncles, cousins that we always met. It was just a little different. But then it was just a different generational vibe because it was my husband and his wife and their little kids, and then my sister and her significant other and her little kids. And so I was there, but I wasn't a little kid. I was like a teenager in college or whatnot, but they kind of just did their own thing and I was kind of there. So that was it. And then as I got older, their kids got older, and then now like I'm married and I have little kids. My kids are like 9, 7, and 4, and but my siblings, my brother and sister's kids are older now, and some of them are married or have kids of their own and kind of doing their own thing. And so no one's really kind of here for the holidays except me and my family and my mom and dad. My sister lives in Wyoming. My brother's kids kind of do their own thing. So it's a little distorted right now. And I just miss that whole family togetherness. The other thing I love about Thanksgiving, though, is the Thanksgiving specials. It's just about food. And I mean, you know me, I love food. But like Thanksgiving specials and just kind of the break from school. I'm a professor at a college. And so it's great to just kind of have a nice break and just kind of being together with each other. The other thing I love about Thanksgiving is, I mean, Friends made it popular. Friendsgiving, I call it potluck. Oh, turkey. Can't get any cheesier than that name. But Friendsgiving. It's something that I remember that my college group started back in like 2004. So yeah, so like 20 years ago. But like the day before Thanksgiving, you get together with friends and you do a potluck and you hang out and you kind of just gather together and have fun and see friends because that's what it's all about, friends and family. And I'm having like my Friendsgiving, my potluck this Wednesday or the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I love that. It's a great tradition, and I don't know why, but it's just something about being united, being together, and so I love that about Thanksgiving. I love football. Who doesn't love football? Football. Oh, I was gonna say football and gravy. Oh, who loves gravy? I could already see Jordan looking at me and be like, "Yeah, gravy." Um, but the thing about Thanksgiving that I miss is just I miss the unity, you know, like, and I think I don't want to get on the soapbox or anything, but I really miss like 80s and 90s Thanksgiving. I can't even because that's those are the times when I was a kid, but like I'm sure like even 60s, 70s, 50s Thanksgivings were probably great. But what I miss about 80s and 90s Thanksgiving is just like the simpleness, the unity. I feel like nowadays, like it's not to say it's not celebrated, but it's not like viewed as important. And there's so many like political standings and views and frustrations and anger towards Thanksgiving that I think sometimes we forgot just the meaning of it, just the meaning of being thankful, and everything else, you know, can be lost in translation. But like just the unity of family and friends and giving thanks, no matter what political, side you lean or think or believe, the idea of being thankful, having friends, being blessed that, just the little things in life. Like I've told my students, like, as hard as it is or as easy it is to complain about all the things in life or this country or whatever, I mean, we got it pretty nice, We got running water that's clean. We most of us use the bathroom inside. Um, for the most part, we can all kind of find a meal or get help to get a meal. It's hard out there, but there's a lot to be thankful for, and that's the things that I miss about like 80s, 90s Thanksgiving, even early 2000s. Just like the whole, I'd say Happy Thanksgiving, and someone would say it back, and it would just be like, yeah, I'm spending time with family and friends. Like it's a time to be together. And now it's kind of like I said it to all my students. I said Happy Thanksgiving, and everyone said like thank you or yeah, like it's gonna be nice to have the time off, but no one really said Happy Thanksgiving back. Like there wasn't really a shown of importance on it, and I hope it just doesn't get lost, because even in the political spectrum, put that on the shelf. Um, Even just the idea of like wanting to do Christmas early, decorating, and my neighbors already have their Christmas lights on. Like I love Christmas, trust me. I deck out. I'm Clark Griswold, and for Halloween, I'm Mister Halloween as well. But it's like I just hope that Thanksgiving doesn't get lost because you don't want to lose that unity and that togetherness of what family is. And that's what I said, like even my family kind of is separated right now a little bit. Not separated, but for Thanksgiving, everyone kind of goes does their own thing. But I really want us to have a good Thanksgiving, and I really want my family to kind of come together sometime and do a Thanksgiving where we have a whole family here and are sitting at the table and talking and all that stuff. Maybe going through our anger meter. You should check that video out, by the way. Anywho, that's my little soapbox about Thanksgiving. So this Thanksgiving, and even here at Guys Night Lab, I gave a whole month to Halloween. You know, we release an episode every day, and here I'm gonna release 7 episodes for Thanksgiving. But hey, that's 7 more than you know it got last year. So this Thanksgiving, you need to be thankful, be happy, and trust me, things are hard sometimes. My things have been hard for me this year. But there's a lot to be thankful for. So this Thanksgiving, watch some football, eat some good food, hang out with friends, family, and if those are sore subjects, then go get a nice takeout Chinese food, and pop in some planes, trains, and automobiles, and that always does the trick for me. Or son-in-law. Just kidding. All right. Well, from Guys Night Lab, I'm Jesus Velasquez, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Catch you on the next one. Bye.